recorded on the YouTube. We are live on YouTube, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Have you done the prayer?
No, no, ma'am. We haven't.
Do the Namokar mantra.
Deepika? Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sedanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam.
Yeah. So we'll do the Kavya part. You will have a 10-mark question from this. Okay. So as the word itself suggests, it is the Padya Bhag. Gadya Padya Saurav book. You have the prose part and the poetry part. So the prose part is called Gadya and the poetry part is called Padya. So Padya means what? That which can be sung. It will be rhythmic. It will be following a meter, a chand. In Gadya, no such thing. Okay, in Gadya, you have to write the Karta, Karma, Kriya. Hai na? Like the boy is flying a kite. The boy is the Karta. He's flying a kite. In English, it comes, the verb comes before and the object goes piche. But in Hindi, Balak ek patang udata hai. But when it comes in Padya, you can change the order. You can say udata hai balak ek patang. है ना पतंग बालक एक उड़ाता है you understand for that poetic value they will alter the position of the karta karm kriya one thing second thing it will be chandabad not like modern poetry today one sentence is small and the next sentence is big in a poetry है ना whatever so in प्राकृत में हमें बहुत सुंदर काव्य साहित्य मिलता है and you have studied Vajjalagam. Vajjalagam is one of the finest pieces of kavya literature in Prakrit and followed by not followed by the creation of Gaha Saptasai came before Vajjalagam. Gaha means Gatha, Sapta means 7, Sai means 100, Sapta Sati. Gatha Sapta Sati, Gatha Sapta Shati. So you have the Gaha Satta Sai. Okay. ठीक है. So even in Prakrit, we have many Saras Kavya. Saras matlab full of value for their poetic value and human values. है ना Shringar. If you take Gaha Sapsa, it's all about Shringar. Vajjalagam, it is all about different kinds of values. है ना? So most of them are written in Maharashtra Prakrit. Okay. So most of the poets, we won't say author for Padya, we will say poets, have been non-Jains. Right? So it is a non-Jains who have written the Prakrit poetry, even though Vajjalagam is compiled by a Jain Muni called Jai Vallabhasuri. Okay? But the authors could be a king, could be a Brahmin, could be anybody. So in Sanskrit Mahakavya, you have Kamaini. Kamaini is in Hindi. Okay, Kamaini is in Hindi poetry. So in Sanskrit also you have beautiful kavya. Okay, it is Chandabadha and it can also, now this kavya will be of three types. Mahakavya, Khandakavya and Muktak Kavya. Mahakavya means a very huge story in which there will be many other small stories interwoven into it. So that is called as Mahakavya. In Prakrit, you don't have Mahakavya. Like you have the Ramcharitmanas in Sanskrit, you know, Valmiki Ramayana and Ramcharitmanas, they're all Mahakavya. Mahakavya, like it's not just the Ramayana, it's many other Avantar stories also will be interwoven into the main story. And then you have a part of the Mahakavya will be the Khandakavya. Like for example, what to say? You have this word, no? सेतु बंध. Setu is bridge, band is bandhna. So how Rama built the bridge to cross the ocean. Just that part alone will become a Khanda Kavya. And Mukta Kavya, where one Gatha and another Gatha has no connection. One Gatha and the next Gatha may not have any connection. है ना, फुटकर, उसको बोलते हैं फुटकर काव्य. So ठीक है. So they are Geetatmak. Geetatmak means you can sing them. है ना, you can recite them, you can sing them. So Prakrit में गाथा सप्तशती सर्वश्रेष्ठ अनुपम काव्य है. Anupam means no parallel to it. Anupam means out of the ordinary. Okay, so now we'll talk about Gatha Saptashati. So in exam, if they ask you the question, you will write like this, that Prakrit में हमें बहुत विपुल साहित्य मिलता है. And Prakrit belongs to the Indo-European language family. About Prakrit language and all, we will study in diploma, not now. And only this year, only 2 essays, Katha, Kavya, Sahitya. About Prakrit, about different shades of Prakrit, all that in diploma portion. ठीक है. So Saptashati, so you will write like this, विपुल साहित्य मिलता है. और प्राकृत में हमें आगम साहित्य, आगमोत्तरकालीन साहित्य. Besides this, we have the what to say, कथा साहित्य, काव्य साहित्य, चरित साहित्य, संस्कृत नाटकों में प्राकृत, all that, है ना. And now you will come to this काव्य साहित्य. So first introduction was introduction to Prakrit literature, just 5 lines. Then introduction to poetry literature. What I told just now, what is poetry? Kavya Sahitya means what? Just now I gave you 5-6 points that you will write over there. Then you will come to Prakrit Kavya Sahitya. So first was Prakrit Sahitya, then Kavya Sahitya, now Prakrit Kavya Sahitya. So the important works.
Sorry, can you repeat those Sahitya? One is Aham Uttar Sahitya, you said.
It is given in the content page of your book, essay book. Content page में, है ना, जगदीश चंद्र बोस की बुक है ना, कंटेंट पेज में यू हैव आगम साहित्य, आगमोत्तर कालीन साहित्य, दिगंबर साहित्य, है ना. आगम साहित्य मीन श्वेतांबर आगम साहित्य. आगमोत्तर कालीन यानी पोस्ट आगमिक लिटरेचर. सो यू हैव 1500 years का लिटरेचर इन दिस वन बुक as far as Prakrit is concerned. Then you have the Katha Sahitya, Kavya Sahitya, Charit Sahitya, Sanskrit नाटकों में Prakrit. Then other miscellaneous literature. Miscellaneous में आएगा all your Chand, Alankar, Kosh, all written in Prakrit. It is from here the Chand that it has gone to Sanskrit and it has gone to the Hindi literature. Right? So the Jains, the Prakritists should be honored for their contribution to all this piece of literature.
मैम
Okay,
चंद अलंकार क्या होता है मैम?
इसके लिए आपको लिटरेचर पढ़ना पड़ेगा. छंद यानी जैसे जैसे अपने ना वो कबीर के दोहे, दोहे है ना, तो उसमें मात्रा को गिन करके लगाते हैं. या मात्रा को नहीं गिनेंगे, या फिर क्या बोले, वर्ण, लेटर्स, हाउ मेनी लेटर्स आर देयर. तो आप गिनोगे तो 13, 11, 13, 11 आएगा, या 13, 14, 14, 13. एक फॉर्मेट रहेगा, either of the matras or of the letters. So ऐसे ही अगर आप वो जो रामायण पढ़े हो ना, दसह पवज्जा वगैरह पढ़े, तो वो एक आप गिन के देखोगे तो आपको उसमें एक पैटर्न मिलेगा. तो उस पैटर्न को छंद बोलते हैं. है ना. तो इसके लिए अलंकार मीन्स इसको बोलते हैं कि सौंदर्य प्रदान करने वाला. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने पूछा इसलिए बताती हूँ. जैसे मैं कहती हूँ कि एक लड़की नाच रही है, लेकिन मैं उसको और सुंदर बनाने के लिए अलंकृत, अलंकृत मीन्स ऑर्नामेंट, ब्यूटीफुल करने के लिए मैं क्या बोलूंगी, छम 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 करते लड़की नाच रही है. तो ये छम 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 क्या हो गया, अलंकार हो गया. ठीक है. फिर आप मेरे घर आने वाले थे 3 बजे, जैसे मैं क्लास में आने वाली थी 4 बजे और मैं लेट आई, तो आप बोलोगे मैडम बहुत जल्दी आ गए। एक्चुअली मैडम तो जल्दी नहीं आए ना, लेट आए ना। तो आप क्या कर रहे हो, व्यंग्य कर रहे हो। दिस इज ऑल्सो वन अलंकार. So go and watch some videos on Chand, on Alankar, then on Ras, है ना, षट नवरस। ये थोड़ा यूट्यूब पे देख के आप थोड़ा स्टडी करो। फिर एक बीए हिंदी लिटरेचर करो, बीए संस्कृत लिटरेचर करो, बीए प्राकृत लिटरेचर करो, उसमें सब आएगा। और ये सब हम पढ़ाते हैं अपभ्रंश डिप्लोमा में। प्राकृत सर्टिफिकेट डिप्लोमा एक कोर्स है, ऐसे ही अपभ्रंश सर्टिफिकेट डिप्लोमा एक कोर्स है। तो वो अपभ्रंश डिप्लोमा में हम सब छंद और अलंकार सब पढ़ाते हैं। और मैंने चूंकि बीए हिंदी लिटरेचर किया है, तो मैंने सब वहां पहले ही पढ़ लिया था। फिर प्राकृत को पढ़ा तो ऐसे लगता कि प्राकृत तो पहले आई, तो हिंदी में कहाँ से आए, ये सब प्राकृत से एज इट इज हिंदी में आए, है ना। तो उनका डिटेल्स आपको इस बुक में भी मिलेगा, प्राकृत साहित्य का इतिहास बुक में लास्ट में एक चैप्टर में सब मिलेगा। और इन सब का एक ऐसे हम डिप्लोमा में भी पढ़ाएंगे। बट द होल छंद अलंकार एंड ऑल यू हैव टू स्टडी सेपरेटली, है ना। ठीक है, ओके। तो इस प्रकार प्राकृत में सर्वश्रेष्ठ कवि और कवयित्रियों की चुनी हुई, सो पोएट एंड पोएटेसेस, पोएट यानी मेल एंड कवयित्री यानी फीमेल, इन लोगों ने जो प्राकृत में गाथाएं लिखी, उसका ये कंपाइलेशन इज गाहा सप्तसई। वन पर्सन हैज नॉट रिटन इट, मेनी पीपल हैव रिटन इट, बट वन पर्सन हैज कंपाइल्ड इट, यानी उसको कलेक्ट करके रख दिया। उसको बोलते हैं गाहा सत्य सही। पहले इसका नाम गाहा कोस था, ठीक है। एंड इन बाण भट्ट हर्ष चरित यू फाइंड रेफरेंस टू दिस वर्क, दैट मीन्स इट इज दैट ओल्ड। हर्ष, बाण भट्ट, दे आर ऑल फेमस संस्कृत सेलिब्रेटेड ऑथर्स एंड ड्रामेटिस्ट एंड ऑल दैट, ठीक है। तो इसमें है ना महाराष्ट्री प्राकृत में आर्या छंद, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द छंद, आर्या छंद में आपको ये मिलता है। इट इज बिलीव दैट इसमें 1 करोड़ पद्य थे। कितने थे, 1 करोड़ थे। और अभी कितने बचे हैं, ओनली 700। समझ में आ रहा है क्या, दैट मच ऑफ इट इज लॉस्ट, ठीक है। तो इसमें मतलब मेनी मेनी पोएट्स लाइक रुद्रट, मम्मट, वाग्भट, है ना। वाग्भट इज कौन है, who has written the Charak, Sushrut, some that all that, no, Vagbhat. So they all have Govardhan Acharya. They all have freely matlab very generously, they have praised this Gaha Saptasai. ठीक है। और इसमें अलंकार भी है, रस भी है। सो इट इज Govardhan Acharya says that the poetic value of Gaha Satsai that you find in Gaha Satsai is cannot be found even in Sanskrit literature. He's gone to the extent of telling that. You understand? But unfortunately, we Jains don't study Prakrit. We don't know about this. And we will either do only Agam studies, or we will translate all the our Prakrit literature into Sanskrit and we will be studying. For example, Samay Sar. Kunda wrote in very simple Prakrit. And Amrit Chandra Acharya gave a beautiful commentary in Sanskrit. And that Sanskrit commentary is translated in Hindi. So people managed with this and they forgot Prakrit. So that's how Prakrit lost its glory, which should not have happened, but it has happened. Okay? So, and it is in the 1st century AD itself, it was compiled. Okay? And following the tradition of Gaha Satsai, in Sanskrit, you find the Arya Saptashati. And in Hindi, you have Bihari Satsai. Satsaiya ke dohare. Bihari wrote 700 dohas. Okay? Then it is believed that Kavi Vatsal Hal and Satavahan of the Satavahan dynasty, at that time Kavi Vatsal Hal is the name of the poet. He is supposed to be the compiler of this Gaha Satsai. ठीक है। So about the king and kingdom and all, we are not giving. So what are the contents of this? So इसमें है ना, you will find Shringar related to Nayak and Naika. Nayak means hero, Naika means heroine. So romance, beauty, uh, Shringar, the names of the Navarasas. The first one is the Shringar Rasa. The Shringar Rasa is of two types. वियोग में लिखने वाला, and when a lover are in a company, what is the beauty of it, and when they are separated, what is the beauty of it, है ना? So both are considered under Shringar ras. So in this Gaha Satsai, you will find all the Shringar related things, and then you will find about Pativrata ka Shringar, a Sadhvi ka Shringar, a Kulta means a unchaste lady, you know, her fidelity and all that. Then Veshya, and then Sanyam Sheela, Chanchala, आदि स्त्रियों की मनस्थितियों का सरस चित्रण है ना? Women's mind, emotions and all those things are depicted over here. And prem ki avastha, how people go through the different stages in romance and love, is all depicted over here. And prasangvash, they talk about the nature, the clouds, the dance of the peacocks, and then the lotus pond, then the ponds, and then the springs, the falls, the village life, the fields, the mountains, the rivers, and उनका भी वर्णन आपको यहाँ पर मिलेगा. ठीक है? Then they'll talk about the different festivals, Holika, Madanotsav, then Veshabhusha, Achar Vichar, Vrat Niyam. All these are very beautifully depicted in this Muktak Kavya of Prakrit literature. So we find almost 18 commentaries on this Gaha Satsai. 18 people have not compiled, they have done some work on this Gaha Satsai. जैन विद्वानों ने भी टीका लिखी है. Let us see few examples. No? So if I read in Prakrit, you may not be able to follow. And lack of time, I will not go into it. They have given so many examples over here. Almost, 20, 17, almost 17 gathas they have given over here, trying to show you what all is there. Okay. For example, I'll just tell one, two. They say, Ajja Gauti, Ajjam Gauti Ganariye, Padamam Via Dihadde, Kuddo Rehahim Chittaliyo. That means what? My husband has left today for some far off land. Aaj gaya hai, aaj gaya hai, aaj gaya hai. And what she has done, in one day itself, she has drawn the lines, and in the first part of the first day itself, she has filled the whole wall. समझ में आया? Lines draw कर करके उसने पूरी wall को ही fill कर दिया. That much is missing her husband. समझ में आया? आज गए. See, we also count the days, no? When we go somewhere, we'll count days. 20 days I've been away from home, 18 more days to go back to my family, for 10 days to go, 5 days to go, 4 days to go, 3 days to go, now only 2 days to go. We all do some calculation, no? So here they have shown that the husband has gone to a very far off land and don't know when he will come. And that lady is she's missing him so much that my husband is gone, my husband is gone. So she's filled the wall, in her thoughts. In the first half of the first day itself, she has filled the whole wall. So just imagine what she'll do on other days, how she'll pass the time in separation from her husband. All these romantic songs you see in movies, no?
We'll have to find more walls.
You have to find more walls. There was one very beautiful poem I was listening yesterday. Not poem, it was a song. It is by Josh Brar. You can note down the name if you want. Josh Brar. Lot of reels are also made on that song. Tere binna nahi gujara re. First I saw your eyes, then I saw your face, then I fell in love with you. Now I can say that I cannot, तुम्हारे बिना कोई गुजारा ही नहीं है. So it's such a beautiful Punjabi song and dance, and so many people like it, and they make reels on it. You understand reels? They make some short videos on it. So romance, love, what to say? These are all eternal things, no? Like dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So kama pursuit, pleasure, love, engagement with the other. It could be just not the opposite sex. It could be anybody. It could be your anybody, engaging with anybody and missing that person, and how much you miss him, how to say. Like for example, uh, uh, one small analogy I can say, when Hanuman gave the news of Ram to Sita, she felt so happy that her blouse became tight and it tore off. That means she was swelling with that happiness, for example. Or some heroine, she's so happy to hear the news that her ornament only broke off. उसका हाथ का बाजूबंदी टूट के गिर गया. All these kind of depictions you'll find in literature. So like for example, another thing, hey kathor hriday. The lover is telling to the opposite person that, hey kathor hriday, just now you came, and वेणी के कुटिल केश भी सीधे नहीं हो पाए. And my hair has not just become straight, they're all curly only still. And तुम फिर से जाने की बात कर रहे हो, and you're talking of going again. So these days and all, we have mobile, and we can have videos and talk to our people and all. In those days, these things were not available, no. So either the pigeon will be there, or the letter system will be there, and then what all they'll be writing in the letters, and all those kind of things. Okay, so that is how. Now, in another one part, they says that on my hands and legs, fingers of my hands and toes, I have counted the number of days that we have been separated. Okay. Now, how shall I count now? Where shall I count now? And my hand fingers, my toe fingers are all gone. Finish counting on them. Now, where do I count? How do I count the days that we have been separated? So you should read all this in Prakrit. Hatte suya, paye suya, anguli ganagai, ai gaya diyaha, ennim una kena ganit jauti, bhaniya ruai mutta. Like that. So you should. Now, in another one, the eighth one, Dhanna ta mahilao, ja dayam sivinaye tvi pechanti, niddhavyatena vinana, ei ka pechai sivinam. So beautifully, the poet says that those ladies are very lucky that in the separation of their husband, they are able to see their husband in their dreams. They are very, very lucky ladies. But I am bleeding in the separation of my husband or lover, that I'm not getting sleep only. So how I'll get dream? You understand? Huh? Those ladies are very lucky that they're able to sleep and see their husbands in their dream. And I'm so unlucky that I can't even sleep. Where I'll get the dream to, and in my dream, where I'll see my husband? How I'll see my lover or husband or whoever it is. So very beautiful things. So unlike our Jain philosophy and everything, tattvas. So this comes like a breeze of air, talking about romance and separation and all these kind. So all this, no, you should do dance, drama, and you should dramatize all this and tell people about these thoughts. Clear? So Gaha Satsa is all about Shangaron.
What
Okay?
could they be telling about Sadhvi Shingar?
Sadhvi, no, the way she's simple and detached and sober, that is her beauty. Her simplicity is her beauty.
Mm.
Her simplicity, her sincerity, her commitment, her detachment is her beauty. The beauty of the soul flows through the body language of the Sadhvi.
Mm.
The grace, the look that they have on their face of detachment, of compassion, that is the beauty. Like that. Okay. Uh, hmm. Okay. Then comes the second poetry is Vajjalagam. Vajjalagam is not about Shringar. It is about, you all have studied, no? Sajjan, Durjan, Hans, Surya, Divasa, and all those kind of nature elements and values, human values that a human being should have. So, Vajjalagam is again a compilation. It is a Mukta Kavya, and it is also written over a period of time. And Shwetambar Muni Jayavallabh Suri has compiled it. Okay, it is believed that there were more than 1 lakh gathas, but now we find only 795. 795 we find. Okay. Uh, hmm. Yeah. So now originally it was 700 or then later on added and made 795. We don't know. What we find now is 795, but it is quoted elsewhere कि कभी उसमें 700 गाथाएं मिली. ठीक है. तो what are the main topics over here? Sajjan, Durjan, who is Dev, Daridrata, Dharma, Gaja, Siha, Brahmara, Surata, Prema, all these 95 headings spread over 95 vajja. वज्जा में अपने को ये लगी हुई ये 795 गाथास मिलती है. And you find a Sanskrit commentary on it written by Ratna Devagani. Somewhere you find even Apabramsha usage in this Vajjalagam. ठीक है. Next one. It is believed that ye Prakrit Kavya, in this Vajjalagam, no, the first few verses we studied, no, Pai Kavvasanamo. I bow down to Prakrit Kavita. And we bow down to all those who read and study and understand Prakrit Kavita. So very beautifully they have praised the Prakrit Kavya. है ना? So Prakrit Kavya ke sambandh mein it is said that this Prakrit Kavya is laliye, mahurakhye raye, juvayena vallahe, sasingare, sante paye kavve, ko sakkai sakkayam padiyum. That means this Prakrit Kavya is Lalit. Lalit means very beautiful. Madhur, अक्षरों से युक्त, very simple letters and sweet letters. युवतियों को प्रिय. Yuvati means women. And then Shringar युक्त with all the aesthetic value. Prakrit Kavya के रहते हुए को सक्कयम पढ़ियुम सक्कई. Who will want to read Sanskrit? है ना? Who will want to read Sanskrit? The hard one, the difficult one. ठीक है. हाँ. So it talks about Niti, about Dheer Purush. So you quote some Vajjalagam Gathas that you have learnt. You have learnt 40, 50, no? Memorize a few and quote over here. ठीक है. Memorize a few or give their translations and tell us how you have enjoyed this Vajjalagam text. ठीक है. So here one beautiful verse, it says, if there is one swan, if one swan is there, that is enough for the beautification of that Man Sarovar or Sarovar. What is the usage of so many frogs? Frogs are 100 in number, but swan is 1 in number. So beauty is not because of the quantity. Beauty is because of the quality. समझ में आया? You do 100 samaik, but you do that samaik of all panchayati. Panchayati, you understand, all material gossip, this, that. But one samaik you do atma oriented. That is much better than this. You know, you have one good friend instead of having 100 nasty friends. So like that. So if I read them and tell and explain. Okay, next you have Gatha Sahasri that you can omit. The third one is Setu Band. All this come under Khand Kavya. Not Khand Kavya, sorry. Gaha Satsai Vajjalagam come under Muktak Kavya. So you will write in exam the important pieces of Kavya literature and they will ask you to highlight any two. Whatever they may ask, first give an introduction about Prakrit literature, Kavya literature, important Prakrit Kavya works, and whatever they have asked about it, you write and then give one nice conclusion. That much only is expected for this 10 marks. Okay. So Setu Bandh is a, what to say, Mukta
Khandaka.
Kavya, Mahakavya bhi Prakrit mein likhe gaye. And what are those Mahakavya? Setu Bandh, Gaudavaho, Leela Vai, Leelavati.
This is a Mahakavya, ma'am.
That's what they say over here. It is like a Mahakavya. Sarvotkrishta Mahakavya is Setu Bandh. It's a huge one. But when compared to that huge Ramayana, this is a smaller one. But it's because of the size and because of the many other incidental incidents and all it is covering. So they keep it under Mahakavya. So, and it is from Maharashtri में बोली जाने वाली प्राकृत को they call it as the Sarvashreshth Prakrit. The spoken Maharashtri Prakrit is the best form of Prakrit that is told over here. There are 15 chapters in this, and here they talk about Vanar Sena to Ravan Vad तक की राम कथा का वर्णन है. Because of the size and because of the side stories, it takes the shape of a Mahakavya. Otherwise, it is a part of the big Ramayana, which is a Khandakavya. Okay. And here the bhasha is literary, साहित्यिक भाषा है ना, थोड़ी अच्छी एकदम फॉर्म वाली है. समास, अलंकार, all these are there. Chand bhi hai. So everything, the whole thing is written in Arya Chand, and you find usage of Sanskrit and Apabhramsh also over here, somewhere here and there. And then following the pattern of Setu Bandh only, Gauda Vaho, Gauda Raja ke Vad. Gauda Desh is a Desh. How you have Anga, Banga, Kalinga, like that Gaud is one Desh. Uske Raja ka Vad is Gauda Vad, Kans Vad, and Shishupal Vad. All अनेक प्रकार के प्रबंध काव्य लिखे गए. On Setu Bandh, you find many tikas also. The time period of this is 1595. The tika time is 1595. So the base for this Setu Bandh is Valmiki Ramayana. Valmiki Ramayana is the Yuddha Kand. Valmiki Ramayana ka Yuddha Kand is the base for this, and how Ram, Hanuman, Sita, and Lanka and the Vanar Sena and returning to Ayodhya, and then Kumbhakaran, Adi ka Vadh, Rajyabhishek, all these Varnan goes on. ठीक है. सो इसमें प्रकृति चित्रण, रात्रि शोभा, चंद्रमा का उदय, प्रभात, अर्ली मॉर्निंग का डिस्क्रिप्शन, पर्वतों का डिस्क्रिप्शन, समुद्र का डिस्क्रिप्शन, मलय पर्वत, द माउंटेन रेंज, मलयगिरी, है ना, और उस पर सेतु बांधने, समुद्र पर सेतु बांधने का सुंदर और काव्यात्मक वर्णन है in the Purvardha. In the Uttarardha in the later part, you have Lanka Nagri ka Varnan, Ravan ka grief. Then Sita is not listening to him, no. She's not succumbing to his what moves. तो उसका क्षोभ का चित्रण है. निशाचरी, all the राक्षस ना जो रात में वहां घूमते हैं, उनका वर्णन है. सीता की मूर्छा, युद्ध आदि का बहुत ही सूक्ष्म चित्रण आपको यहाँ पर मिलेगा. ठीक है, गॉट इट. नेक्स्ट इज गौड़ देश के राजा का वध. नाउ द पेजेस आर मिसिंग इन माय बुक. Pages are missing in my book. I'm not able to find it. So what do? You have to help me find the Gauda Desh. Or some notes have been given by Meenu ma'am, no? Please take photocopy of those. They are abridged version of the notes. तो उसमें से आप गौड़ देश का पढ़ करके अभी बता दो तो मैं सुन लूंगी, नहीं तो फिर यू हैव टू डू इट. सो मेन आपको ये चार में से दो आएंगे. मेन ये चार है, ये चार में से दो आएंगे, आप दो को लिख देना. इफ दे आस्क गाहा सत्सई, दे वॉन्ट आस्क वज्जालगम. इफ दे आस्क वज्जालगम, दे वॉन्ट आस्क गाहा सत्सई. ठीक है. देन लीलावती is one story. Then Kumar Pal Charita. I should tell you about Kumar Pal Charita. This is written by our, what to say, Hemchandra Acharya. And it is also called as Dvayashraya Kavya. This can also come in exam. Dvayashraya Kavya. Dva Ashraya Kavya. That means what? In this time period is 11th century. Okay. So you all know that Hemchandra wrote the uh, Sanskrit grammar in 7 chapters, and he wrote the Prakrit grammar in 1 chapter. And in that 1 chapter, when he gave the grammar rules, he in that rule itself he is telling the story of the Kumarpal Raja who was ruling at that time. That's why it is called Dvayashraya Kavya. मतलब स्टोरी भी चल रही है और उसी स्टोरी में ग्रामर के रूल्स भी इंटरवोवन है. Look at the beauty. Look at the beauty. It's kind of a masterpiece, you know. So Kalikal, he's called as Kalikal Sarvagya. इस कलयुग में, इन कलिकाल में, he is like a omniscient. That's how he was addressed. ठीक है. तो सिद्ध हेम व्याकरण के नियम को समझाने के लिए कुमारपाल चरित की रचना की गई है. ये दो विभागों में विभक्त है. इट इज इन 2 parts. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज ऑल संस्कृत रूल्स ग्रामर. सोलंकी वंश के मूल राजा से लगाकर जैन धर्म के उपासक कुमारपाल तक के इतिहास को 20 सर्गों में, 20 कैंटोस, 20 चैप्टर्स में बांट रखा गया है. And in the second part, in the 8th chapter, he is given the grammar rules. ठीक है. तो अंतिम 2 सर्गों में he is given the rules for Shauraseni, Magadhi, Paishachi, Chulika Paishachi, and Apabramsha Bhasha. And you find commentators for this, and उनकी कुमारपाल राजा की story and all. If you go on Google, it is related to Gujarat's history. 12 years तक अमारी घोषणा. Siddharaj Jai Singh and Kumarpal Raja. They were the 2 prominent rulers of Gujarat, and that time non-violence was at its peak. 12 years tak no animal was slaughtered in that land because of the efforts of this munis and these kings. Okay. Then you have, this is enough. Kanswad and Usha, Niruddha, all this you can delete. Okay, this is about our poetry literature. Any questions? I can take it. Otherwise, 10 marks, you write whatever you can. So now what else do you want? You let me know.
Ma'am,
Did you go through the
ma'am, all this has to be written in Hindi only, na ma'am?
Hindi, English, anything is chalega.
Both.
Hindi,
Okay.
English, koi bhi language mein chalega.
Ma'am, you'll give me a question paper in English?
No, we will not give them. But if you want, I will read it out for you. I'll read it out for you.
I'm online.
Question. Huh?
I'm writing online. It's okay.
I'll read it out for you. I'll explain to you the questions wherever you don't understand.
Okay.
That much we can do.
Okay.
Bolo. Did you all see the question paper pattern? Did you solve it? Are you
Yes, ma'am.
preparing? So your exam is on 18th and 20th. 18th and 20th. 17th, I'm traveling to Pondicherry. 19th, we are having a endowment lecture by Jeevagan sir in the department. So in between 18 and 20, we'll have your exam. Exam material has been dispatched from Jaipur.
Okay.
So you have to come to my place and write the exam. Those who are
Ma'am,
writing offline.
online, how the question papers will answer paper has to be submitted, ma'am? You should write it
You
and scan it, ma'am.
scan it and mail it.
Okay.
Also WhatsApp or mail it. We'll give you the email ID. You have to mail it.
And the link also you'll give.
Link, Zoom link you have to provide.
Okay.
Zoom link you have to create and provide. From now onwards, we won't discuss any exam material on the group. Only in the exam group we'll discuss. So this is the last class for people who are logging on to the Prakrit certificate course. Last class means last class. Now exam class related, you have anything, we'll discuss in that group. No message should be put on this group, only on that group. We formed one exam group, no? There she sent you the question paper and all, no? वहां से देख लेना. So this group is now closed. That's it. Anybody wants anything else? So look at the question papers, solve them according to the question paper, start preparing. This will be the standard pattern of the question paper that will come to you. This is the pattern. Not necessarily the same things will come, but similar things will come. Like 4 Prakrit passages, 4 Prakrit poetry, 1 Katha, 1 Kavya, fixed 100 marks. You will be able to solve the paper in 1.5 hours, 2 hours if you are thorough with it. Your grammar, though, you can do in 1 hour if you are thorough. It's like max. And you have to be thorough with the whole book. Your Rachna Saurabh, Abhyas Saurabh, from anything can be asked. I mean, from any place, anything can be asked.
मैम आई हैड अ डाउट, वो जो रिक्त स्थान भरो जो था ना मैम ग्रामर वाले क्वेश्चन पेपर में, तो हाउ डू वी लाइक वो मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, वो वाला पार्ट
मैं
खाली मेरे
बता
को समझ.
देती हूँ. I got your question. For example, it is told Bal O dash Gachai. है ना? So Bal O Gachai. The boy is going. How he is going? Kheli Una Gachai.
Okay.
पढ़ी ऊण गच्छई या पढ़ियूं गच्छई या पढ़ंतो गच्छई या हसंतो गच्छई. Some कृदंत you have to write.
Then you have to. Okay, now I got it. मैम मेरे को वो because बच्चे एक सेंटेंस फॉर्म हो जाता है तो बीच में क्या डालूं करके लाइक.
So बालक जाता है, कैसे जाता है? खुश होते हुए जाता है, हंसते हुए जाता है, रोते हुए जाता है, या हंसकर जाता है, या हंसने के लिए जाता है, पढ़ने के लिए जाता है, पूजा करने के लिए जाता है. 100,000 sentences you can make.
ओके मैम.
अच्छी गच्छई अर्चना करने के लिए जाता है ना? वंदियुम गच्छई वंदना करने के लिए जाता है.
मैम वो भाववाची में इज ये जो वाला जो है ना मैम प्रत्यय, वो कहाँ पे जोड़ना है कहाँ पे नहीं जोड़ना है, उसको कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है मैम, वो भी थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा था.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको कर्तृवाच्य कर्मवाच्य भाववाच्य में डिफरेंस पढ़ा दिया ना?
हाँ वो समझ में आ गया मैम.
कंपल्सरी क्वेश्चन आएगा, है ना? तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप बोल रहे हो प्रीति पढ़ती है. प्रीति स्टडिंग. अब इसको भाववाच्य में करना तो कैसे बोलोगे? प्रीति के द्वारा पढ़ा जाता है. सो ये पढ़ा जाता है तो क्या पढ़ा जाता है? न्यूज़पेपर, ग्रंथ, किताब, some object is coming, no? So this will become कर्मवाच्य.
Okay. ऑब्जेक्ट
Because
रहता
this
है
पढ़ना is सकर्मक क्रिया. ऑब्जेक्ट रहे तो वो कर्मवाच्य. अगर मैं बोलूं प्रीति के द्वारा हंसा जाता है, तो भाववाच्य है. तो प्रीति हसई, तो प्रीति का ही प्राकृत बन जाएगा पीति, पीई, प्र चला जाएगा पीई हसई. And I want to put it in भाववाच्य. तो पीई अ ई ए पीति के द्वारा हसिजई हंसा जाता है.
अच्छा ओके. सो जहाँ पे कर्म नहीं,
कर्म नहीं है, वहां भाववाच्य. हाँ. And in पढ़ी हसिजई it will never come हसिजमी. हसिजसी नहीं आएगा. जैसे मेरे द्वारा भी you don't say पढ़ा जाता हूँ, पढ़ा जाता है. तुम्हारे द्वारा पढ़ा जाता है, उसके द्वारा पढ़ा जाता है, बहुत सारी महिलाओं के द्वारा पढ़ा जाता है. वेदर एक वचन और बहुवचन, क्रिया इज ऑलवेज स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ अन्य पुरुष एक वचन.
एक अच्छा नपुंसकलिंग एक वचन इज फॉर विधि कृदन. विधि कृदन
कृदन कृदन कृदन नॉट विधि, इवन भूत कृदन. जैसे प्रीति के द्वारा हंसा गया, और बहुत सारी प्रीतियों के द्वारा भी हंसा गया,
हंसा गया
है ना? मेरे द्वारा हंसा गया, तुम्हारे द्वारा हंसा गया. इन हिंदी इट इज स्टैंडर्ड, सो इन प्राकृत ऑल्सो इट इज स्टैंडर्ड. और पूछो 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 पूछो, पूछोगे तो बताएंगे.
मैम निम्नलिखित वाक्यों में वाच्य बताइए. माया चिट्ठी अदू, उसमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा मैम. माया ई चिट्ठी अदू.
चिट्ठी अदू.
चिट्ठी
माया
yes,
ई ए आ गया यानी तृतीय आ गया, और
yes,
चिट्ठ यानी बैठना, और ऊदू आ गया यानी विधि। तो
दूध
माता बैठा जाए। मे द सिटिंग बी डन बाय द महिला और माता, व्हाट यू हैव टोल्ड। सो इट इज भाववाच्य, बिकॉज चिट्ठ क्रिया इज अकर्मक।
yes ma'am.
हम्म। और पूछो, पूछो, सॉल्व करो।
मैम ये इवन ये कथा काव्य वाले पेपर में हमें वो 1/2 3/2 ये वाला भी करना पड़ेगा ना मैम, गाथा का, कि सिर्फ अर्थ अर्थ लिखना है,
सिर्फ अर्थ
ग्रामर?
अर्थ लिखना है, ग्रामर नहीं करना है। ग्रामर ओनली इन दैट सेकेंड पेपर इट विल कम।
तो
सेकेंड पेपर
उसमें
में 5 सेंटेंसेस में ही लिखना है।
ओके, तो उसमें जहाँ पे भी हम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं उसके साथ में ये ग्रामर वाले सिंबल्स भी डालना है, मतलब विद द प्राकृत वी हैव टू पुट दिस आल्सो 1/2 या जो
नो,
भी
नो,
जहाँ
नो।
पे पूछा गया है
अनुवाद
वहीं
मीन्स ओनली अनुवाद, वर्ड
ओके
टू वर्ड अनुवाद एंड पैसेज अनुवाद।
ओके। तो ये कहाँ पे करना है मैम फिर, ये वाला मतलब वो प्रथमा
उसको
विभक्ति में?
व्याकरणिक विश्लेषण बोलते हैं।
ओके
व्याकरणिक विश्लेषण ओनली इन दैट ग्रामर पेपर, वन
ठीक है
क्वेश्चन में आएगा। एंड
ओके
एक जगह ट्रांसलेशन में संरचना आएगा,
हाँ
वहां पर बट्टा लगेगा। एक
ओके
जगह अनुवाद है, एक जगह संरचना है, एक जगह व्याकरणिक विश्लेषण है। ऑल इन ग्रामर पेपर ओनली, नॉट इन द मेन पेपर। मेन
ठीक है
पेपर मतलब लिटरेचर पेपर में नहीं है। सो 2 पेपर्स, एक है प्राकृत
हाँ
गद्य पद्य, एक है प्राकृत ग्रामर
ग्रामर
व्याकरण।
व्याकरण
तो फर्स्ट पेपर कौन सा है? डोंट कम प्रिपेयर्ड
गद्य
विद द
पद्य
सेकंड पेपर एंड टेल मैम आई प्रिपेयर्ड द सेकंड पेपर, आई वोंट गिव दैट पेपर।
हाँ गद्य पद्य है ना मैम फर्स्ट फर्स्ट
हाँ,
पेपर?
आई डोंट नो, यू सी द सिलेबस।
यस मैम।
And what is that you said? Sankarshik, what is that?
संरचना।
Sanrachna, what
See,
is that?
we gave you 70-80 sentences in paperwork, no? That all that we gave you the gathas in Hindi, then you did the Prakrit and then you wrote the grammar. That is called Sanrachna. When we give you the Prakrit and you do the grammar, that is called Vyakarnik Vishleshan. What is the difference between both? Again, I will repeat. When we give the sentences in Hindi and you translate them in Prakrit, then you write the grammar of it. It is called Sanrachna. That's all. इसमें मूल शब्द नहीं लिखा जाता है. Whereas in Vyakarnik Vishleshan, you will put one below the other and you will write the mool shabda and then the grammar outside and then the meaning outside. Like it is given behind your lessons, no? All that is Vyakarnik Vishleshan. उसमें मूल शब्द लिखते हैं. But in Sanrachna, simple batta you have to put, grammar you have to put, no mool shabda you have to put. That is the difference.
So these are the
Okay.
only two formats of asking
See,
questions.
one is Anuvad, simple translation. Another is give the grammar, Sanrachna. And when we give you the Prakrit lines and you do the grammar, you have to put one below the other and do the Mool Shabda, grammar, and then the meaning outside. These are the 3 patterns. Simple translation. Okay. So word to word meaning you give, उसमें grammar लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Supposing we have given you a passage, पोइट्री में एक पैसेज दिया है, तो आपको वर्ड टू वर्ड मीनिंग दे दो और उसका ट्रांसलेशन. If it is prose, no need that word to word meaning also. Simple translation you have to give. But कर्तृवाच्य का भाववाच्य में, भाववाच्य का कर्तृवाच्य में मत करना. You'll get negative marks. Negative मतलब you won't get any marks. समझी गया?
This last sentence you said Kartruvachya and Bhavachya you shouldn't write.
Yeah. Supposing if the sentence that appears in the translation is Kartruvachya, you should not put it in Bhavachya. If it is coming in Bhavachya, you should not put it in Kartruvachya translation. You should put in Bhavachya only.
It's in the correct voice.
Correct voice, as it is translation. Don't try to change the tense. Don't try to change the person. Don't try to change the singular ka plural, plural ka singular. Where all you can make mistakes, identify those mistakes and don't do those mistakes in exam.
And you said the intransitive, that is akarmak words, are always bhavvachya, right?
Yes, akarmak, when the words, the kriya is akarmak, if it is an active voice, we will call it as kartruvachya. When the voice is changed for these words, it will become bhavvachya. But if the kriya is sakarmak, it will be either kartruvachya, and when you change the voice, it will be karmavachya. You know? So you should know the definition of all the three. Huh? You should know the definition of all the three. In kartruvachya, the karta is in prathama. If there is a karma, it will be in dvitiya. Kriya will always be according to the karta. And one example of akarma kriya and one sakarma kriya. Now take those same examples and put it in bhavachya and karmavachya and tell, here the karta has come in tritiya, there is no karma, and the kriya is always of anya purush ekvachan. So it is bhavachya. If it is karmavachya, the karta is in tritiya, the karma is in prathama, and the kriya is according to the parivartit karma. Examples. That's all. 5 marks. Definitely compulsory questions. Understood, dear?
Yes.
Understood.
Hi, Trita. Oh, very
Hi,
fashionable.
देख शोभा आंटी, देख शोभा आंटी, देख शोभा आंटी अपने को एरोप्लेन दिखाएंगे, देख एरोप्लेन दिखाएंगे, एयर शो लेके जाएंगे, देख. Every day she tells, I want to go for the air show, madam. Where to take her? Air show जाना है? शोभा आंटी को बोलो हमको air show लेके जाओ बोल.
She has to grow up. We'll take her to see asli aircrafts.
Okay, anything else?
Some of them are kartruvachya and sakarmak and akarmak also.
Yes. So kartruvachya means active voice. Kriya can be akarmak, sakarmak. For example, if I say Shobha hasti hai, it's kartruvachya. But when I change the voice, it will go to bhavachya. Shobha ke dwara hasa jata hai. You should not say Shobha ke dwara hasa gaya. I said hasti hai vartaman kal. So hasa jata hai vartaman kal. If I say Shobha hasi thi, then it will become Shobha ke dwara hasa gaya. Both are kartru and bhavachya. But if I say Shobha granth likhti hai, तो लिखना is what? Sakarmak. क्या लिखती है? ग्रंथ लिखती है. So the kriya is sakarmak. But Shobha is the karta. And karta is in prathama. So it is kartruvachya. But when the granth becomes important, the object becomes, ग्रंथ लिखा जाता है. किसके द्वारा is secondary? शोभा के द्वारा या किसी के द्वारा? ग्रंथ लिखा गया या लिखा जाता है. तो कर्म is important means कर्मवाच्य. When karta is important, kartruvachya. When bhav is important, bhavachya. So if Shobha hasti hai, kriya is akarma, the voice change will be in bhavachya. Shobha likhti hai, kriya is sakarma, the voice change will be karmavachya.
Karmavachya.
Okay? Like that you can make sentences. Take simple examples and do. राजा हंसता है, राजा के द्वारा हंसा जाता है. Do it in Prakrit. नरिंदो हसई, नरिंदेन हसिजई. एग्जाम्पल फॉर कर्तृवाच्य भावाच्य हो गया, है ना. फिर राजा माता को प्रणाम करता है, कर्तृवाच्य. राजा के द्वारा माता प्रणाम की जाती है. So राजा के द्वारा is नरिंदेन. माया will become माया. Initially it was Mata ko, Raja Mata ko. It was in Dvitiya. You can't say Raja ke dwara Mata ko pranam kiya. No, Mata pranam ki jati. The mother is being venerated. She's not an object. She's the object, but the object is important. So in Prathama Vibhakti. And Raja becomes Tritiya. So this Vachya is called as Karma Vachya. And explain the example that you have given. In this sentence, he is the karta, so he is in prathama. He is the karma, so he is in dvitiya. And kriya is according to the karta. Like that. That's all I have to break, dear. You have
Thank
any questions, put on the group, we'll answer on the group. But try to be specific, and if you have, send one audio message or anything, and any time you can ask any question, me and Meenu ma'am will reply. So we'll meet again on the exam day, unless otherwise you request for one more class. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so
Jai
much, ma'am.
Jai.
Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Jai Jai. Jai Jai.
Jai
Jai
Jai.
Jai Narendra, ma'am. Thank you.